Is Welt truly Emanator tier? Well, something to note before we go into this analysis if Welt is truly as strong as the Emanators is that, to the official lore, that he is not only still in his prime power, aside from potentially maybe missing a few hacks or abilities, but he is also not holding back any of his power due to the sake of his friends. As we know, A, Welt already sees them tank comparable attacks in attack potency to his black holes, and B, Welt was going to use the black hole on Adventurine when they were right there, so that's not really an excuse. The only thing you can say about Welt definitively is that he threatens characters like Acheron and Sunday, and while they are Emanator tier, Acheron more outright than Sunday, who needs a real robot to do it, but neither really A, want to use their true power and want to fight Welt directly anyways, it's just not in character for them, as they prefer to keep their power hidden. And it doesn't really mean that Welt scales to them. And this is consistent considering the Adventurine of Stratagems, who, even while weakened, keep in mind a prime Adventurine of Stratagems would only be 1/10 Emanator level, as the Stonehearts only are given 1/10 of the power of Diamond, the Preservation Emanator. And Welt, with help, mind you, from the other Express crew, was still stomping, as we know the only reason Acheron would have stepped into fight is if the Express crew was losing. This is outright stated, and what do you know? This happens. This is consistent as Welt states that Acheron's power is utterly terrifying. It's consistent with several other encounters, whether it be the encounters with Emanators he has, such as when he loses and is on the floor from Sunday and Fantalia, who, in Fantalia's case, characters like Jing Yuan and Dan Heng Il just outright do better than Welt. And even in such cases, a holding back Kafka, who canonically wanted to lose and to be captured, was stalemating Welt, who had help from the Trailblazer and March, which Kafka physically is not nearly on the tier of Emanators. And Welt is even fearful of basic Memo Keepers, not even Black Swan, with basic Memo Keepers being something that, as we see with the Herda, a real Emanator is easily able to take care of. So, in conclusion, while Welt is not weak, he is not near the power that Emanators are able to display.